Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. Welcome to Boots on the Ground and News You Should Know. Let's get right into it. Russia is going to be holding today a one-day exercise that will involve their whole country. Basically, it's simulating a nuclear attack from NATO that destroys 70% of the infrastructure, the housing and the infrastructure of Russia. So basically, it'll be a full-scale mobilization will be ordered in that training exercise, and it's going to also test the ability to put up or to figure out what to do with damaged nuclear power plants. There will also be testing very soon an actual nuclear weapon, and I think that will be taken in the Arctic Circle. So a lot of things are happening overseas. Also overseas, Ukrainian soldiers, the average age on the front line is now 40 years old. And this is because the youth of that country has been decimated. It's being killed off. So pray for a peace in Ukraine. That's the only solution, is stop fighting. Ukraine has lost the war, and they're just continuing to throw lives away. They will not defeat Russia. There is no possible way. So a peace plan is the best plan. Looking at cargo volumes at the ports of New York and New Jersey, they have fallen 21% year over year. Also, the port in Virginia that handles cargo is down 16% year over year. So this is definitely showing you there is definitely a slowing down of the economy. There was a report, I think out of Political, that is a 22-page public version that shows that there is major corruption in Ukraine. And actually the Biden administration is concerned about it. Is that bad? Is that widespread? This is news from Canada. The Canadian Radio and Telecommunication Commission looks like they're going to require podcasters and anyone with a platform, a public platform, to register with the government. To me, this only shows that this is the first step to maybe, monitoring your content, maybe even restricting your content. So this is not a good thing for freedom. This is happening in the North Carolina area. This person works at a convenience store, and they sent me some of the price increases. These will come from soda factory or soda companies, also other companies, and they're seeing a big price increase. So when they get a price increase, they have to raise their prices. So this is continuing inflation. Do not believe what the government says, that they have inflation under control. It's definitely not. They also said that some people are only buying $2 worth of gas at a time. That's all they have, but they have to put gas in their vehicle. That's unbelievable. That's not even barely a half a gallon of gas. Also, they're seeing a lot of people pay with coins, and they're also seeing a lot of pre-1964 silver coins. So people are definitely digging deep into their whatever stash they can find at their house. They need money. FEMA, as you know, will be doing that test on the 4th. So be prepared for that. A lot of people are very fretful of it. We will see what happens, but I believe it's just a test. This person sent from California said he's seen olive oil up 30 to 40%. This is a sad story a person sent in. They said, I store all my preps in a small wooden shed in my backyard. I've been running an extension power cord from my house to the shed to power things up. Unfortunately, last night the shed caught on fire. Most likely from an electrical fire. My neighbors came out, used their garden hose. I got my garden hose. We called 911. They got there very quickly. But most of my stuff is gone, destroyed. They just wanted you to know, do not store all your eggs in one basket. Excuse me. This person is an electrician in Massachusetts. And they've been talking to people. And he says now he is starting to hear for the first time of people talking about layoffs, bankruptcies, rents going up. He says investors are coming in buying homes and putting them up for rent anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 per month without utilities. They're also seeing a huge increase of people on the streets not working or asking for money. So yes, times are getting worse, and they will only continue to get worse. This one I have to be careful, so I don't give too much away. But my wife is in charge of a major insurance company here, I'll just say in the South. And they said that there's lack of patients, so the people that treat these patients are vying for them. So this is just showing that a lot of people have lost their insurance coverage and don't have insurance. They also said that a lot of companies are not treating their cashiers or their workers. They're putting them on crazy schedules, never a fixed schedule. So he can understand why people don't want to work. It's very hard to set up a schedule if you have a family and they're bouncing you from all times of the days to come in, and maybe only for 3 or 4 hours. And I understand that. This person said, I'm out of thyroid medicine. My doctor called in a refill at the pharmacy. The pharmacy just informed me that it won't be authorized a refill until October 5th. So I have to go without my thyroid medicine for 5 days. This person said, I'm watching the number of containers behind my Walmart grow from 4 to 22 in a 10-day period. Currently, everything is well stocked. Everything's looking good. And this is probably because of the Christmas time, and they do bring in containers and a lot more things that they're going to sell. They also said I did the end of the month stocking up to run to Aldi's, Costco, and Walmart yesterday. Each store, the number of non-English speakings were very noticeable. They were spending more freely than most shoppers. All appeared to be under 30 and stylishly dressed. This is from DHL Enterprise, an international air delivery service, said they will be imposing a 5.9 general rate increase on U.S. shipments in 2024. So this is stuff going from the U.S. out. The rate increase is pretty comparable to ones that UPS and FedEx did. They also are going to do a 2024 increase of 5.9. This is just more inflation for us to have to bear. If you own a Hyundai or a Kia, make sure you check into this. 3.3 million of their vehicles and SUVs, cars, were just said to avoid parking in or near structures because these vehicles could suddenly catch fire when they're being driven or not. So you need to check in. If you have a Hyundai or a Kia, make sure this is not applying to you. Office prices, they are about ready to crash. The commercial and the office market, real estate market, just 9 months of continuing decline, and it's only going to get worse. And this is just more pressure on our economy. Joe Biden, he is continuing to use his executive authority to regulate popular household appliances. So basically, they would like to restrict these for the good of the environment. And this is a list of some of them: gas stoves, ovens, clothes washers, refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, dishwashers, pool pumps, battery chargers, ceiling fans, dehumidifier, microwave ovens. So they have this huge push wanting to get green and to protect the environment. But basically what they would be doing is turning your lifestyle upside down. I don't think the average American will go for this, and I think actually they're trying to bite off too much, and people are going to get very upset on both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans. Another report about the average American cannot afford to buy a home in a growing area of the country. Many communities, they're saying they did a study, 575 United States counties last year, and found 99% of those people that live in those areas cannot buy a house if you're an average income earner of around $71,000. So yes, mortgage rates are exploding higher, prices are going up, and people just cannot afford. I have a bunch of layoffs for you. I'm going to go very quickly through these. But Ford, 330 temporary layoffs. Ally Finance starting job cuts. Another mill is going to shut 280 people, temporary though. Vermont State University cutting up to 33. Pharmaceutical place, 35% of its staff. General Motors, some more temporary layoffs because of the strike. Educational testing services, 150 workers. Tyson Foods in North Carolina, hundreds of layoffs. So the layoffs are continuing. There's so many, I don't even want to mention them. Probably the last story I want to talk about is the camouflage shortage in the Marine Corps. It's leading that service members don't have enough uniforms. And the commandant or the commander actually put out an Instagram video because they're short woodland pattern camos. He says it's a manufacturing shortage, and he says the problem is going to stay around till the fall of 2024. This is insanity. We can't even put uniforms on service members. I have received some information that is very definitely not classified in any sense, but is very it's sensitive. But I would like to share a little bit about it. It goes along with manufacturing in this country. It goes along with if we had to have a big army, if we had to get the draft going. Are we able to even put these guys in uniform? Are we able to equip them with equipment? Do we have the manufacturing capability in this country? And the answer is no. And the information I'm getting is so sensitive, I can't share it with you. But pray for our country. We have outsourced all of our manufacturing overseas, and it is coming to roost. We are going to pay a heavy price for this. So, if you're in manufacturing, please work hard. Please try to encourage your boss to maybe expand. Whatever we can do to start producing things that we need in this country is vital for our actual national security. You might think, oh, that's just a widget, but no. We need to start making everything that we can rely on to defend this country, because in time of crisis, we're not going to be able to trade. A lot of the trade we get with foreign countries that don't like us, and as it continues, we will not be able to defend ourselves. That's just the bottom line. And we've done it to ourselves, and we're going to have to pay the price. I hope this helps. Do not get depressed about the bad news. Continue positive things. If you're getting depressed, maybe cut off the news, cut off me. I don't care. The best thing for you, go to church, read your Bible, pray, and be around people that will uplift you. Also, doing small prepping things will make a difference in your life. You might say, oh, I can't. Putting some water back, saving your milk containers, saving your juice containers, washing them out thoroughly, putting some water back. This could be for a catastrophic event, or it could be a winter storm coming up. You lose your water. At least you'll have some water to drink and to brush your teeth and clean. It doesn't cost a lot of money to prep, but continue working forward. Thanks for watching.